You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Fix bayonets. We are now entering overdrive with your host, Alex Jones, broadcasting live from the front lines. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Shock study, poor kids in Baltimore have it worse than those in Nigeria. A global survey of 15 to 19-year-olds living in vulnerable cities show that social support and outlook are driving factors in health outcomes. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to your phone calls. Let's go to Indigo from Colorado. Thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Hey, Alex. I have a great solution I want to talk about, but I will say that
no need to screen the call. You're on air right now. Go ahead and give us your solution.
Sure. Well, I came up with a concept for an app over the weekend to bypass the police state, to make it irrelevant. That's, I think, how the best way to fight it is to make it irrelevant and to empower the militia. And basically how it works is if you're facing a home invasion, for example, by an assailant with one single assailant, then you'll say enemy hostile 01 into your phone. It's the voice-activated feature. App users in the area are alerted to the situation. You're given temporarily the GPS location of your phone. So my pitch, I guess, is for those into body armor and the Second Amendment, looking for dates, to be a local hero, or publicity for your art or crowdfunding ops, you'll be glad to know that Sheepdog, the app, will be free of charge for your use. Basically, libertarians are always called racists, and they don't help people. The reality is they're always itching to clean up crime, and there's not really the way of organizing for that to happen. So there's this huge misunderstanding about what libertarians want and what they can do. And centralization is a huge issue. If people are concerned about privacy with apps and all that, it's the NSA that they have to be worried about.
It's very interesting. You want to write up that plan and actually try to codify it. But look, the system doesn't want us videotaping things because they want to be able to spin things when they need to and then release the video when it goes along with the official story. So there is a double edge to Big Brother, and that's why they only want the system to have dash cams, you name it. Everyone should carry a camera with them. And now with even the cheapest smartphones having decent cameras, there's no excuse. And you know, videotape a nice sunset, videotape a cool car, videotape, you know, other things. Get yourself in the habit of taping things so you're quick on the draw. Okay, let's go to Brian in Virginia. What's your line in the sand?
My line in the sand has been very much right of self-defense,
yep.
and all the Common Core stuff that's being forced upon children. A very, very good friend of mine, she will not put her kids in public school. Why? Because she thinks Common Core is a terrible idea.
That's how you change it. You say no to the lunches, they start removing the federal lunches. You know, the garbage they're putting out. You don't like GMO, don't buy it. There'll be a market for non-GMO. You don't like public schools, get your kids out. I agree.
If you remove your compliance, a lot of the system requires compliance. If you don't give them compliance, say you take your money out of the bank, say you don't comply with things, then the system, if you nullify it, then the system kind of shuts down on itself, and it's like, well, now what do we do?
I agree, and tomorrow we're going to open the phones up again, interspersed with more news, dealing with what's your line in the sand, but also what are solutions? How do we change things? Because as negative as this show sounds sometimes, look at how awake people are. Look at how this show is seen as mainstream now, because people have come a long way to realize that we really are in deep straits. And it's not negative to admit we're in trouble. It's positive. That's how we hit bottom and start swimming back up to the top.
Also, I'd like to speak with one of your reporters or somebody offline about the Stingray system and the DRT system.
Well, do you have some intel for us on it?
I used to work with those systems, as a matter of fact.
Well, good. Let me give you Mikhail Thalen. He's been on top of that. John Harmon, will you get this gentleman's information? and then give it to Mikhail Thalen, who I'll have call you in T-minus 5 minutes. Great job to the crew. Sorry to the other callers. Thanks for putting up with me today, folks. And I'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Great job to the crew. And I want to thank all you, the listeners out there. Don't forget, biggest sale ever at InfoWars.
The experts at...
When you're out on the road, the last place